Hey everybody, welcome inside the Mayo Media Network and happy Sunday to you. It's time for your Sunday Best Bets with me, Matt Best. You can find me on Twitter, on Instagram, wherever really, at Best of Matt. Now, before we dive into the picks and bets for today, let's do a few things. First of all, if you're on YouTube, hi, how are you? Number two, go ahead and just subscribe to the channel. That does a ton for us here at the Mayo Media Network. And while you're at it, leave us a like and a comment on what your favorite bet, prop, even give me a futures, or if you're watching Euro, we have coverage for that as well. Give me whatever bets you're having right now, and we'll have a nice little discussion about it in the comments below. Now, if you're listening to us on any podcasting platform, go ahead and rate us 5 stars. And if you're able to, specifically over on Apple, give us that nice little written review too. Go ahead and leave your just Twitter handle there or your email, whatever way we can contact you. Say something nice about the show and the coverage you're getting. Doesn't matter if it's on the fantasy hockey feed, on the fantasy baseball feed, on the mix feed, on the Cuss Corner feed, on the Pat Mayo Experience feed, on any of those feeds, and you're automatically entered for $100 straight to you. Just straight sent from Pat. That's what anybody wants. It's just money. It's pretty easy. Say money and people flock. Anyways, let's dive into the picks and bets for today on Sunday, June 13th. We're going to start off on the ice, the Tampa Bay Lightning and the New York Islanders. And to be quite honest with you, I don't necessarily have a lean one way or the other for this game itself, or an over-under, anything like that. What I do have is a few shot props for you. I actually have a trifecta of shot props, and here's why. If you look at the Islanders, they're allowing 37.7 shots per game, which is the second most among all playoff teams right now. Number one for that is the Predators, and they're giving up 42, or they were giving up 42.3 shots per game because they don't know what defense is. It's not a great sight to see there. And if you look at Tampa Bay, if you look at the shots against per game right now, they are in the lower half, so they're not giving up that much, but they're only 0.3 away from being the 5th most in the playoffs. So really, ignore the rank there and just look at the hard number of 34.4. So it's a great time to go after shot props. The first guy is the biggest odds. It's Kyle Palmieri. Over 2.5 at plus 140. On the ice and on the eye test, he's looked fantastic to close out the series against the Bruins. He's finding the back of the net. He's got 4 goals in his last 5 games. Now, you're probably thinking, then why the hell is he plus 140? It's because he's only cleared that 2.5 shot prop twice in his last 5 games, which is exactly why we're getting him at 140. But I want to take a deeper dive into his IFF. So an IFF stat counter is any unblocked shot attempt. So that's goals, shots on net, misses, basically just attempts that get through and don't hit bodies. So his IFF over the last 5 games has gone 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. So he is shooting the puck a lot and it is getting through, but he's missing is what I'm reading into a lot of here because it's not getting blocked. I like the value at plus 140. I think just on the eye test alone, he looks a lot more confident compared to when he first came over onto the team, and he's really starting to mesh in. I'm a big fan. Before these 5 games that I just gave out of 4, 4, 2, 3, 4 for that IFF. Before that, it was 2, 3, 2, 1. So I think there's been more of an emphasis on Palmieri just shooting the hell out of the puck, which is why I like him at plus 140 to go over 2.5. Now, sticking with the Islanders, his teammate Matty Barzal is another guy that we're going to have to take a peek at the IFF for. Over his last 5 games, 5, 5, 3, 4, 2. And that's inspiring to me when you can get Matt Barzal, top line center, over 2.5 at plus 120. He's cleared 2.5 shots, just statistically speaking, 4 times over his last 5 games. I really don't have to overthink this one too much. I think this one's pretty good value at plus 120 for over 2.5. Now, there's not a lot I really liked for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Stamkos is plus money, but he's not really shooting the puck a lot. Kucherov is way too juiced. Hedman and Sergachev are kind of enticing. Sergachev, I'm pretty sure, is at 1.5. And you might think to yourself, oh, it's only 2 shots. How hard could that be? His IFF average over the last 4 games, I believe, was close to 2, so barely breaking that 1.5, and that's not what I want when it's not plus money there. What I do like is Andre Palat. Over 1.5 at minus 150. I think this is just the smartest play here. Palat isn't juiced up too much compared to the other big guys on the team. His IFF, which is the theme of this video, over his last 5 games, 3.4. For just pure shots, he's been all over the place with his last 5, which leads me to believe, like Palmieri, there's a bit of puck luck involved in him just hit the net. 3, 1, 4, 1, 3 for his IFF, or for his just straight up shots on goal, which leads me to believe, like I said, there has to be some puck luck with these one-shot games here for Andre Palat. So over 1.5 minus 150. We'll give you a quick baseball play on the way out. Nothing too deep divey. I do like the Marlins at minus 130 on the money line, taking on the Atlanta Braves. Miami's just had the Braves number so far. Out of 6 meetings between these two teams, Miami has beat them 5 times. Pablo Lopez on the mound, though, has been even better. He's been a fantasy darling for everybody, a DFS darling. And you look at his ERA and you kind of go, holy shit, 2.76 ERA. And then at home you go, what the hell is going on? 1.21 ERA. On the other side, and if you followed along with my videos, I'd like to look at the pitching matchups a lot as just like a first look. So stick with me on Twitter if I do find some more stats that kind of change my mind on this, but I'm really in love with the Marlins minus 130. And like I was saying, on the other side, the Braves, Drew Smyly, it's just not been good. 15 runs over his last 4 outings, including 6 home runs. The Marlins don't hit the ball hard a lot. I'm pretty sure their average is 23rd in the majors off the top of my head right now. Saw the stat, didn't write it down, rookie move. But I really love just tailing Pablo Lopez on his start so far, especially at home. 1.21 ERA at home is no joke. So we're going to go Marlins minus 130 on the money line there. And to recap the hockey picks, we're going Palat over 1.5 shots minus 150. Matty Barzal over 2.5 plus 120. Kyle Palmieri over 2.5 plus 140. Like I said at the top of the video, like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff that Pat, myself, and everyone else here on the Mayo Media Network tells you what to do. Have a great Sunday afternoon. Get outside if the weather's beautiful. If you're in Ontario, go find a patio because they're finally open. We'll catch you next Sunday.